Hello and welcome to the 50-cent tour of Tuesday, August 13th, 2013. Hope you're having a great day. Please find a seat on the Liberty Bus and we will begin our tour. Alex Jones mentioned this this morning. It had not really been on my radar. I guess it came out in June. Somehow I missed it, or if I didn't miss it, I don't remember it. And I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even, to be honest with you, I haven't even watched this preview. But based on what Alex Jones said this morning that this film covers, I think it's a very significant film. And there were some, I guess the Wall Street Journal did a review and identified this as a very significant film. So that is pretty cool, and it is they are selling it at InfoWars, and I'm not sure if there are other ways to get it. Well, there is available on iTunes. So I am looking forward to watching it. I'm sure it's great, and I feel like this is a very significant issue, particularly because they are using marijuana use as an excuse to take innocent children away from their parents who are, stand-up people with jobs. I know so many people that smoke marijuana who are completely responsible as parents, as employees, and it's just absurd to use this as an excuse to put people in prison and take away their children. And it covers other aspects of the drug war too. So, as I said, I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Global Reset Update, notes from Eagle One. Now, this I am offering for your consideration. I personally am not taking any of this as fact. I'm taking it all as rumor, but I did just want to float it out there because there are a lot of rumblings that very significant change for the better is going to take place this fall. Have we heard that before? Sure, we have. But I'm leaning pretty heavily toward believing it. And the specifics of this article state that the Forex system is being replaced by a new currency system called the Central International Exchange. And as I said, do I believe this? I want to. If this is true, I see this as a game changer, and I believe that it will be a positive thing. This is a little, global central banks purchase the major global forex exchanges, families. Now, I'm not sure, some of these are, the details are unclear as to if the banking families own this system. I'm not absolutely clear on that, but as I stated, I do believe that ultimately this is a positive sign that real change and significant change are coming. And prominent psychiatrist admits he helped invent ADHD as a disease. Boy, I'd like to see this guy as a guest on 60 Minutes or the Today Show, wouldn't you? This is very significant news, and we all know it and are aware of it. But the fact that he admits the prominent psychiatrist admits he helped invent ADHD as a disease, that is a bell ringer. And this is a fact that, if you know people who are giving their children Ritalin, other drugs, as the Simpsons called it, Focusing, maybe you can share this with them and help them to become aware of how they have been manipulated into spending lots of money for something that's not even a true disease. And Zero Hedge today, the smart money is leaving the building. it's really tough to have a handle on exactly what is going on in the financial systems of the world. But it does feel like there's a change, and if you have a lot of money in the markets, God bless you, and give you ways to preserve it, because when turbulent times are upon us, it can be difficult sometimes. People who know what's going on can anticipate and make more money, but other people get left in the dust. So the Hyperloop has been unleashed. Here are the other most ridiculous patents. I wanted to put this in, just inject a little humor, because I saw this when I was looking at Zero Hedge, and I thought it was amusing, and I thought it would maybe lighten everybody's day a little, and I hope that it might. I think this is the gas factory. Methane collection. So, methane is a great fuel if there are ways to collect it. It is essentially the same thing as natural gas, or it works the same. And maybe, hey, if we could collect the methane, maybe we could stop fracking. What do you think? But there are images here, and this is just an amusing little article if you need to pick me up. And okay, yeah, you get a laugh before you look too deeply into this. Fukushima now in a state of emergency, leaking 300 tons of radioactive water into the ocean daily. And as I've mentioned before, Brown's gas can eliminate nuclear waste, and they could stop this water runoff if the nuclear waste wasn't there. But Fukushima, a shocking indictment of modern society. It's almost as if, hey, even if we triumph in the short term with a global financial reset and some of the great plans that are out there for restoration, the bad guys are going to win the long game if we don't do something about this soon. And if you're not already taking something like kelp or seaweed, something that blocks radioactivity in your body, now is probably a good time to begin, and for your children as well. And this is just a warm-up. Actually, I want to remind myself that in training a large dog, or specifically dogs, a person has to establish himself or herself as being dominant over the dog. So you can train dogs to believe that that you're more powerful than them, and you take the dominant role, and training allows for that. And the elite have been employed in doing this to us, in dominating us and making us believe that they are more powerful. And one of the ways they have done that is through local police forces and things like stop and frisk in New York. So I just want to make it very clear that what the elite is doing in this kind of activity is establishing dominance over us and making us fear them and believe that they are more powerful than we are. It's simply not the truth. And I want to look at this, and I'm going to contrast it with something. NASA whistleblower says the U.S. Embassies closed because billions of people about to die. Now, very often I enjoy and refer to the Vatican Project for some great articles. Do I believe this? No, I don't. And the Vatican note, this below makes sense if you believe the twin star is here and coming into our sector of the solar system. I don't. I believe that's all intended to generate fear, and to divert people who are seeking truth, people who are looking to uncover conspiracies, and get us all, diverted, fearful, releasing negative loosh. Then when the pitcher throws the ball at us, we're looking off in left field and we don't see the ball coming. So we strike. See, I'm not a big sports person, but I do know what a strike is. So this is now, and I'm contrasting that idea with what Fulford said. And this is not that long of a video. If you have a few minutes, I suggest that you listen to it. Fulford came back from his vacation this week or he probably didn't come back. He probably wrote it from his vacation, but he plugged back in order to write this, and he had intended to, have articles that he had written some time ago for the next couple weeks until his vacation was complete. So he obviously learned some significant things. And one of the things he stated in his blog this week was that Putin is the one who managed to have the embassies closed down. And this is very encouraging. This is possibly the most encouraging Fulford I have ever read. And yeah, I read it yesterday. I haven't listened to the video, but the video is just a mechanical voice reading the blog. So it's exactly the same. And it's encouraging. It's great. It's great news. And it's, they didn't close the embassies because the twin star is coming and billions of people are going to die. So isn't that good news? With that good news from Benjamin Fulford, She Who Will Walk in the Dark will thank you for participating in today's tour. The daily tour is a presentation of She Who Will Walk in the Dark Productions. And the dawn is coming. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Hoping that you will love one another, take care, and insist on liberty.